Well, it's been over 10 years since the Golden State Warriors rose up and took over the NBA. No one could have predicted that a team led by a small guard could dominate and revolutionize the game. I'm old enough to remember what the NBA was like before Steph Curry arrived. Back then, the only thing that I knew about were the Spurs, Kevin Durant, and of course LeBron. Chris Paul was still the best point guard and teams weren't spamming three-pointers, which is why it's all the more surprising just how quick the Warriors rose to dominance. Before 2015, no one gave a shit about them. They looked like one of those teams that are always perpetually stuck in rebuilding mode. But after they hired Steph Curry, they quickly rose to dominance and began their reign of terror in the league. But however, this is not the full story. Just the other day, I went back to watch some of their matchups, and as I watched, it hit me. The Warriors got really lucky. They were not supposed to be here. I know this sounds crazy to say, but if you really think about it, almost all of the Warriors' success happened because of favorable circumstances. Like in 2015, they got lucky that the defending champs, the Spurs, got bounced out in the first round. And in the finals, Cleveland had major injuries as well. So their first championship run was actually pretty easy. Then they got lucky that in back-to-back conference finals, the opposing team's best player got hurt. In 2017, the Spurs were up by 20 points before Kawhi Leonard got hurt. And in 2018, the Rockets were up 3-2 in the series before Chris Paul went down. Even their most recent title in 2022 was pretty lucky. The Warriors got to face a Denver team with no Jamal Murray or Michael Porter Jr. Then in the second round, Ja Morant gets hurt in Game 3 and misses the rest of the series. But the Warriors and Grizzlies were tied 1-1 before the injury. After that, they got lucky to run into a weak Dallas team in the conference finals. The Mavs that season eliminated the 64-win Suns team in the second round, and the Warriors got to face a young Boston team in the finals. Now, I'm not saying all of this to label Steph Curry a complete fraud, but let's be honest, a lot of his success happened because he just so happened to be in the most favorable situation possible. That's why it's hard to make a GOAT case for him despite him winning 4 rings. He wasn't supposed to be here, but his swift arrival changed not just basketball itself, but countless legacies of many players. If it wasn't for Steph Curry, LeBron James will have way more championships. James Harden will have at least 2 MVPs, and Chris Paul wouldn't have been forgotten. But the legacy that Steph Curry changed the most out of any player, it was Kevin Durant. Steph Curry and the Warriors did what KD and the Thunder were trying to do for years: win a championship. Steph Curry took the throne from KD as the second best player in the league and became LeBron's arch nemesis. The 2010s were supposed to be a battle between LeBron versus KD, but the script changed halfway through, and now it's Steph Curry who will be remembered. It's crazy how much the NBA and basketball changed because of this guy, but sometimes I wonder what the game would look like if he didn't get so lucky.